I saw wonderful change in myself and my thinking pattern and the enthusiasm. So, uh, thought is a noun and thinking is a verb. So, when there was a message in FELD that on Friday who wished to share their thoughts, so I had a thought that I will share because I'm practicing on this book. Then thinking is how many participants will be there. So for last 3 days, I'm just reading on thinking various books, rereading, practicing whether my performance will be good or it will not be up to the mark. I was to make a PPT, which I did not do. So all those are thinking. And it is in our control to stop thinking. So mind is the king of the body. In all our Vedanta, in Bhagavad Gita, there are two slokas in sixth chapter, 6.5 and 6.66. 6.6 is very relevant, not 6.66, 6.6. The one who has controlled the mind has won the world. And what Lord Krishna says, the person who has not been able to control the mind do not need an enemy. The mind is the worst enemy. So the characteristics of thought is it is spontaneous. I want to be world famous. It is my thought. Then thinking is whether I'll be able to achieve it, and all those are in thinking. Thought is original. We get many thought. Then thinking is uh, engaging in a thought. It's a long, like in meditation, it is said in all practices of meditation that you observe your thoughts and let them pass. Don't engage with the thoughts. And thought is through memory, feeling. So this author, Joseph Yuen, it's a Vietnamese person, so Angie is silent. The spell is Angie UAN. So there is a very old book, 1905, James Allen, As a Man Thinketh, a very small book. And God has given each one of us a brain, like the top portion of our body is a brain, and each one is having an excellent brain. So Albert Einstein used only 2% of his brain, and the mind is the software. So the principle enunciated in this book, the first is whatever is our suffering, uh, like first arrow, like if my wife tells me that I'm not a good husband. Now, second, that is the first arrow by my wife. The second arrow, the analytics, I'm not good, she's not appreciating me in spite of so much work. So that is thinking. So we are the controller and master of the second arrow, subsequent thinking. Then, this is one, and if we practice, I can guarantee because I have practiced for these days, and I can see my situation before I practice the principles in this book, where continuous thinking, like mind was engaged in thinking and interpretation. And the second, there are 17 principles. The second is the root cause is thinking of all our suffering. So there is an example of young monk who was not able to do a meditation in a group. So the guru said, there is a lake nearby. You sit in a boat and do meditation. So he did for a few days. And then subsequently, he saw another boat in the lake and he got disturbed. That boat was coming towards him and he shouted, who is that person? Take care. And when boat ultimately reached near his boat, he saw that boat was empty. So, what, meaning we give, what thinking we give. Then the third principle is why we think, and all the queries, can we be without thinking? And so, we have, God has designed, made our brain that we get about 80,000 thoughts. 80% of those thoughts are negative. And in the fourth principle, the author has given a distinction between thought and thinking. So, thought is love, thinking is fear. So, thought is in respect of emotion, in respect of energy, thought is expansive, thinking is restrictive. So, this is another things. Then in the fifth chapter, like we have LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. So LPG, when we have a love, peace and joy, thinking will not happen. So like all the participants, uh, uh, for a hypothetical case, you feel that someone, I had one-to-one a bad
তো ওই যে আমি
experience.
গ্রুপে পাঠালাম ওখান থেকে তো পাঠাচ্ছি আমার সঙ্গে ইন্টারাক্ট করছি
So, when there is and this is also teaching in all Vedanta and all books, when we forgive others, forgive self, we love everyone, irrespective of the transaction, we are on the joyful mood. Then, this in chapter 6, the author said that, we have a conscious cognitive approach in our mind. And if we are cautious of that, then there will not be suffering. Then in chapter 7, there is a Jain parable. One samurai comes to Jain master, and Jain master he asks, explain me a distinction between hell and heaven. So Jain master ridicules him, he insults him, and he says, you don't know this. So Jain, the samurai takes out the sword which he is having. So then Jain master says, this is the hell. You wanted to know what is hell. Then the samurai apologizes, bows to him. The Jain master smiles and blesses him. And then Jain master says, this is heaven. So when we love people, when we have a peace, so this is another example. Then a question arises, if we don't do a thinking and there is a thought, then how without thinking we will remain? Now I was trying to find out an example, people who live in villages and where there is a less work, and one of the member in this group, Shruti Agarwal, I think she's not there. She has lived in Vietnam for 4 years. And then I was seeing the happiness index, it is 46th. And India is 118th. So she told me that in Vietnam, all people are very happy. They will have a fixed schedule for their lunch, their breakfast, their dinner, for their meeting. and if the meeting overshoots, they will close the meeting. So uh, we can remain without thinking. Like I said, I am practicing for last 12 days. Yesterday, I had to visit one office. There is a new property management company for our society. So I thought I'll visit there without phoning them. So I could not meet a few officials, but that was a thought. So I did not give a thinking whether people will meet. Then there is a chapter 9. I'll be now very little fast, but I'll welcome questions, and later on, those who feel that they are not able to stop thinking, they may DM to me and I'll discuss. The on goal achievement of goal happens with enthusiasm, with inspiration, with planning. The thinking is the desperation, and the author is not mentioned about negative thinking, but most of these are negative thinkings. Then there is nothing good or bad. Like chapter 12 discusses, in a piano there are 88 keys, 36 are black keys, and 52 are white keys. So all are equal. I have done landmark forum, and in landmark forum they give the example of the two kinds of chocolate, vanilla or the chocolate candy. So suppose I like chocolate, and I am given vanilla. I should have the same happiness. So these are the few, and then chapter 14 talks about when we will be in the non-thinking mode, we will have a intuition. The seventh chakra, the Sanjana ji is a guru master in chakras. So the Kundali Jagran may happen. In chapter 15, it will happen, the it says the miracles will happen. Like the what sentence? We have a best day, we both are miracles. So in a not thinking state. And author has written another book called Boundaries Equal to Freedom. Like last 4 days I am practicing ki I will do a talking on phone only between 10:30 to 6:30, or I will do a official work at that time. So this is in a brief about the book Don't Believe Everything You Think. And I have found that I am able to practice it, and I see maybe a high sky height in my happiness. So if there are any questions, I would love to answer them. And though on a thinking, I collected all the books, negative thinking, power of positive thinking, normal, and think like a monk by Jay Shetty, uh, think and will like Virat. So what I found, this book, like this is the number one international book sold. So I was finding out how, in Google, when this title is given. So the book sold are more than 10 crores, 100 million, then this title is given. And I also picked up this book maybe long back on a store, because the title itself is too good, because we are always suffer because of our thinking. I would like at least two, three questions. So uh, let me see chat box. Yes.
Yes,
Any
Rajkumar
questions?
sir. I have
Thank
the
you.
one point I missed. That was the first chapter. What was it about? I remember something about arrow and thought.
Yeah, yeah.
The first
The
part.
first chapter, Vasu, is like the author has written that thought is an arrow and thinking is a second arrow. Thought is a first arrow.
Okay.
So first arrow is not in our control. But second
Okay.
arrow, thinking, engaging in thought is in our control.
Okay. Got it.
Hmm.
Thank you. Actually, mine was also same question. I was a bit doubtful about the arrow. Thank you so much for clarifying. Thank you so much.
But this is a very short book. I would request everyone, those who are interested in, stop thinking or stop negative thinking. After a thought, we can always give a command to our mind. We don't engage in stretching the thought or implications of the thought.
Sir, implication comes out at a later stage, but initially thoughts comes in terms of making or breaking. But how is it possible to? I mean, this is a implication, right? But how to stop that? How to reach that moment at that point that yes, we should not think about. That is again implication at the secondary part. But at that moment where I'm thinking, started thinking, or thinking again and again, how to work on it.
Uh, Give an example. Say, suppose I sleep at 8:30 and normally I don't attend this FELD session because I want a 2 hours gap, a digital disconnection between, say, I have my dinner at 6:30. Now, if I'm say late, yesterday I was there till 9 p.m. And if I start thinking, no, no, my sleep schedule is disturbed, I do not have that 2 hours digital disconnection, whether I'll get the sleep. So I can cut, I can give this will happen by practice. I can give a command to, I'm the king of the mind, there's an elephant, uh, and there's a Mahavat. So I'm the controller of the mind. And I can give this command. I have practiced this, so therefore I am saying from my practice. And it works. It do not work when we keep on engaging in thinking.
That's what I mean. It needs a lot of practice and consciousness to reach at that stage.
So one is to start like, habit book or anything. We have
Mhm.
to get in that habit mode of stopping at a thought.
Yes. Yeah, that was my question. This only habit and discipline works at that.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Because we start seeing the benefit of this.
Your line,
Like,
your boundaries is equal to freedom. Actually,
yes,
if we are bounding ourselves, then act, and that ultimately gives us the freedom from these all the negativities and negative thoughts for sure. Thank you.
yes. Thank you, Rajeshri. I think we can
Yes,
stop here. And if there are any questions, friends can WhatsApp to me later on.
Thank you so much,
And
Rajkumar.
Pinaki has joined, so I would like to thank him for bringing this book in the Sunday 6:30 a.m. Reading session. So earlier we were to do some other book, memory technique, and then I started reading this book and applying this book. And I would also like to express thank to him. Earlier we were reading a Mark Reklau book, People Magnet. And I expressed a desire in the group that I want a partner who can discuss with me every day. And he volunteered and we started 6:45 a.m., 15 minutes discussion. maybe I think 2 months must have over to that exercise. Thank you.
So we have two great legends, Pinaki sir and Vasu sir, who is motivating the group to read lots of book.
Yes.
Thank you,
That
Rajkumar sir, for
deep
the
work, the book which we are reading in the morning. Vasuji, I must have exited from more than 30 groups. And all my coaching, I stopped, like 10, 12 coachings. I said, no, I'll focus on deep work. And that is another amazing experience. So thank you, Vasu, and lot of gratitude on this, book reading 26 in Mega 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you for the session, and it is attractive to know what people have read. The best part is that the one who preach to share to others, they absorb it so well that they can become a teacher. Like in our L&D, learning and development in our company, we have 4 steps of learning. The first step is to learn and listen. So that is the L part of it. Then we say that the person has understood. So there we have a examination or we ask some oral questions so that people understand. And the next step is at the implementation level. And the fourth is to share with others or teach others. So that is how the concept goes. So when a person is able to teach others or tell about it to others, that means he gets a confidence that what is being said is more or less true. And if you are not able to absorb that what is told is truth, you will not be able to share it with this kind of commitment or understanding. So my focus always has been to the person who is sharing it. It is more important because based on what you share, the other people can learn and start implementing or start reading that book. But the focus is always on the person who has read it. He has put the effort, he has understood, and now he wants to implement or he believes that what is told is right. So that's the reason that we have this session. And thank you for joining and sharing your thoughts. Thank you so much. Yes. Who is going next?
I am presenting
So
next.
Sanjana Dhawan, she is going next, and Neha,
Yeah.
she will be doing next Friday. Thank you, Neha, for this compression.
Thanks.
राजेश्वरी जी मुझे अनपिन करो,
Okay, sir.
स्पॉटलाइट से हटाओ.
I think Vasu sir will be doing that. He has.
Thank you, Rajkumar sir, for sharing the wonderful thinking and thought difference. That's really insightful thing to learn and to know the difference between thinking and thought. When you give a thought, you take a charge of your life. So that's really the wonderful thing everyone must understand and practice as well, to take a charge of the life. So, should I share now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, welcome everyone. And today I'm not only going to share a book, this is a lifetime experience. The people who have learned by implementing the power of gratitude. This is a beautiful book written by Louis Hay, Gratitude. And this is not only book, this is the thing that different people have practiced through their life. So this will not be simply a book sharing. And when we read the book, and I must appreciate and thank to Vasu for taking the initiative and Mega 26 books in the 2026. So first book that we read, that was The Gift of Imperfection. And next we read Gratitude by Louis Hay. That's a wonderful read, and I would recommend everybody should read this book. So this is not a book. This is a collection of real life reflection on gratitude. Different authors, different means different masters have shared their reflection when they practice the gratitude in their life. जब उन्होंने gratitude को अपनी life में जिया, that they have shared. Different authors, different journeys. And we will understand. I have, because this is a big book. Lot of authors are there जिनसे लुई से ने बात की और उनके experiences को about gratitude she has shared in this book. But I have some chapters touched me so deeply. So that's why I have taken all. Otherwise, all are good. किसी को भी कम नहीं कहा जा सकता. But yet I have tried because half an hour है उसमें. अदरवाइज इस बुक को एक्सप्लेन करने में आई थिंक मुझे काफी सेशन लगेंगे अगर मैं सभी के सभी ऑथर्स को. सो आई हैव पिक्ड सम ऑथर्स जो डीपली मुझे अंदर तक हिट किया जिन्होंने. तो वन यूनिवर्सल ट्रुथ जो इस बुक में है, ग्रेटिट्यूड ट्रांसफॉर्म योर लाइफ एंड इट डज. So why this book touched me? Because gratitude shown in real human situation in this book. Gratitude कैसे? सिर्फ बात नहीं है कि थैंक यू बोलना है ये वो ऐसा कुछ नहीं. दिस हैज शोन इन रियल ह्यूमन सिचुएशन, ह्यूमन लाइफ सिचुएशन में कैसे डिफरेंट उसमें एरियाज में एस्पेक्ट्स में ग्रैटिट्यूड को प्रैक्टिस किया जाए. हीलिंग, पेन, challenges and awareness and practical wisdom, not just philosophy. This book is not talking about any philosophy. कोई philosophy नहीं इस बुक में बात की गई, कोई बड़ी बड़ी बातें नहीं की गई. सिंपली ग्रैटिट्यूड को कैसे किसी व्यक्ति ने अपने जीवन में उतारा और कैसे उससे उसकी लाइफ परिवर्तित हुई, ट्रांसफॉर्म हुई. द रियल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हैपेंड. दे हैव जस्ट सिंपली so beautifully shared their experiences and those उनको बस माला में पिरो के दिस बुक को लिख दिया गया लुइस हे ने. So I am really grateful and indebted to Louise Hay for writing this beautiful book, Gratitude as a Practice, Thanking the Universe. Louise Hay says, very simply she has said, just thanking the universe. So gratitude as a feeling, सबसे पहले मैं मतलब बहुत सारे ऑथर, जैसे कि मैंने बोला कि बहुत सारे ऑथर्स हैं इसमें, इनमें से कुछ एक मैंने पिक की है. So I would like to first of all talk about Sylvia Friedman. What the author says कि gratitude is not forced positivity, कि धक्का नहीं कि मुझे पॉजिटिव ही सोचना है. This is not about that. Okay, before I go ahead, I want to ask all of you a question. How many times you have practiced, कब आपने और सिचुएशन में थैंक यू बोला? डू यू रिमेम्बर अ मोमेंट जब बिल्कुल और थी लाइफ में, ऐसा लग रहा था कि बस लाइफ कुछ नहीं है, and you just dare to say thank you? Just ask yourself. I want everybody to ask this question to yourself. Put your hand on your heart and ask yourself how many times you just say thank in the odd situation when life seemed कि बस कुछ नहीं. And हम में से सभी ने more or less इस situation को face किया होगा. But उस समय क्या हमारे दिल से gratitude निकला या सिर्फ सुनी सुनाई बात थी कि थैंक यू हर बात में बोलना है, शुक्रिया अदा करना है. कभी पेरेंट्स से सुनी होगी, कभी से किसी ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स से सुनी होगी. जस्ट आस्क योरसेल्फ, नो टू शेयर हियर, जस्ट आस्क योरसेल्फ. और इस बुक की समरी सुनने के बाद कुछ आपको टच करे, so just bring that in your life. So first of all, the chapter that touched me, this chapter where the author has shared कि gratitude is not forced positivity. कोई धक्का नहीं है, उसको फोर्स नहीं करना. It naturally lifts emotions. ये कोई फोर्स नहीं करेगा आपकी लाइफ में पॉजिटिविटी, ये नेचुरली आपके इमोशंस को लिफ्ट करेगा. आप छोटी सी प्रैक्टिस, जब आपकी लाइफ में और सिचुएशन है, कहीं पेन है, जस्ट आंख बंद करके हम उसको सिर्फ थैंक यू बोलते हैं, सिर्फ थैंक यू बोलते हैं फॉर द पार्ट जो अफेक्टेड नहीं है उस पेन से. दैट ब्रिंग्स अ बिग शिफ्ट. इमीडिएटली द थिंग्स चेंज. क्योंकि जब बहुत ख्यास में हम हैं, बहुत ख्यास में हैं, और उसके बाद हमें एक मोमेंट भी शांति का मिला, एक मोमेंट, उस मोमेंट को पकड़ना, सिर्फ उस मोमेंट को पकड़ना, दैट इज जस्ट ब्रिंगिंग इट नेचुरली इनटू द प्रैक्टिस. उस मोमेंट को पकड़ना होता है. अदरवाइज वी जस्ट काउंट कि कितने घंटे हमने ख्यास में बिताए. बट उन क्योज के मोमेंट्स में कहाँ कहाँ छोटे छोटे मोमेंट्स आए, छोटे छोटे मोमेंट जब शांति के थे, कामनेस के थे, सेटिस्फेक्शन के थे. तो that is the thing. So this author is beautifully explaining in his chapter कि gratitude is not force pursuit. It naturally lifts your emotions. ये कोई धक्के से आपको ना, ये naturally आपके emotions को lift करेगा. Because emotions, what are emotions? Emotions are energy in motion. तो हमारी energy को जो naturally uplift करेगा, that is a big gift. सो जो सिंपल मोमेंट्स हैं जो हमारे डीप जॉय को होल्ड किए हुए हैं. सो दिस चैप्टर टॉक्स अबाउट दिस थिंग, दिस एस्पेक्ट ऑफ ग्रैटिट्यूड. एंड देन इफ वी गो ड्यूरिंग चैलेंजेस, देन द नेक्स्ट ऑथर, ग्रैटिट्यूड ड्यूरिंग चैलेंजेस, शक्ति गिविंग, he talks in this chapter कि easy in good times, is very easy to stay easy in good times, but what about difficult times? उनमें क्या किया जाए? उनमें हम उनमें हम अगर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन चाहते हैं तो हमें उन्हीं मोमेंट्स को ही देखना है कि उनमें क्या किया जाए, उनमें कैसे रिएक्ट किया जाए. सो चैलेंजेस क्या हैं? चैलेंजेस हैं हमारे क्राइसिस को हीलिंग क्राइसिस है. क्योंकि इजी टाइम में तो बहुत इजी है, खुशी के टाइम में तो खुश रहना, ग्रैटिट्यूड करना, दैट इज वेरी इजी. जनरली क्या करते हैं, हम ग्रैटिट्यूड करते हैं जब हैप्पी मोमेंट है. अभी कुछ दिन पहले मैंने किससे बात की कि स्टार्ट एक्सप्रेसिंग ग्रैटिट्यूड. जिंदगी में कुछ अच्छा होगा तो ग्रैटिट्यूड करेंगे ना. फर्स्ट आंसर टू दिस थिंग कि जिंदगी में कुछ अच्छा हो, ग्रेटिट्यूड करने लायक हो तो करेंगे ना. कुछ अच्छा तो है ही नहीं जिंदगी में, किस बात का करेंगे ग्रेटिट्यूड? अरे आप जिंदा हो ना, सांस ले रहे हो. चैलेंजेस भी तब आए हैं जब आप जिंदा हो. दिस इज अ साइन कि आप जिंदा हो, आपकी सांस चल रही है, तभी चैलेंज आए हैं. सो व्हाई नॉट टू एक्सप्रेस ग्रेटिट्यूड? तो दिस चैप्टर इज ब्यूटिफुली डिफाइनिंग दिस पार्ट कि चैलेंजेस में कैसे ग्रेटिट्यूड किया जाए. अभी मैं उसको पूरा एक्सप्लेन नहीं करूंगी चैप्टर को, क्योंकि I want to raise the curiosity. Keep the curiosity alive. Go to the book and read the chapters. Each chapter is a beautiful thing. So challenges क्या है? वो हमारे क्राइसिस में हील करने का काम, हमारे हीलिंग क्राइसिस हैं. तो उनमें जिन्होंने ग्रैटिट्यूड करना सीख लिया, their life start transforming. In the coming slides, I will share a beautiful story also where the author has shared a beautiful experience. So, what is this? जब भी कोई चैलेंज आता है लाइफ में, जस्ट आस्क ये चैलेंज मुझे क्या सिखाना चाह रहा है. What this challenge is trying to teach me, and immediately your mindset will shift. So, this beautiful chapter is telling about this aspect of life कि जब भी चैलेंज आए, ask what this challenge is trying to teach me. And most of the authors have told through stories. Metaphorically they have explained the chapters. So metaphors are easy to remember. Stories जो हैं वो बड़ी आसानी से याद रहती हैं, और they leave an everlasting impact on your mind. So जैसे ही मैंने उन चैप्टर्स के मेटाफर्स को पढ़ा तो वो बस छप गए दिमाग में. So next is gratitude for what is working. So ये here जॉन जे बॉर्सनेको, इन्होंने ये जो बताया कि जब आपकी जिंदगी में जो चीज काम कर रही है ना, सब कुछ खराब है, सब कुछ, एवरीथिंग इज नॉट वर्किंग, बट कुछ चीज तो काम कर रही है, उसके लिए ग्रैटिट्यूड करना शुरू करो. सो ही इज टेलिंग अ ब्यूटीफुल स्टोरी. A woman who meets an accident, he has multiple fractures in his body, in her body. पूरी बॉडी टूट फूट गई. शी वॉज इन द हॉस्पिटल बेड. डॉक्टर वाज सेइंग कि इसकी रिकवरी नहीं होगी जल्दी से. एंड द विमेन वाज आल्सो थिंकिंग कि सभी की बात सुनी और खुद अपनी बॉडी की कंडीशन देख पा रही थी. मल्टीपल इंजरीज हैं मेरी बॉडी में, टूट फूट गई हूं मैं सारी. सो इमीडिएटली व्हेन शी फेल्ट कि शी कुड मूव हर लिटिल फिंगर, एज सुन एज शी रियलाइज्ड, जैसे ही उसे पता चला कि मेरी छोटी सी उंगली एक, वो बिल्कुल सेफ है, immediately she shifted her attention towards that finger and she starting expressing gratitude. She starting saying gratitude, thank you for that safe finger. And to everybody's surprise, she recovered in no time. So that's why this author says कि be grateful for what is working. Otherwise हमारा attention कहाँ जाता है? जो चीजें काम नहीं कर रही, मेरा फ्रिज काम नहीं कर रहा, मेरी गाड़ी ठीक नहीं चल रही, अरे कुछ तो चल रहा है, और कुछ नहीं चल रहा तो तुम्हारी सांस चल रही है. सो जस्ट बी ग्रेटफुल फॉर दैट. क्योंकि सांस चल रही है तो आस चल रही है. जब तक सांस है तब तक आस है. सो जस्ट बी ग्रेटफुल फॉर द, मतलब जब कुछ नहीं मिले ना, जस्ट सिर्फ ब्रेथ के लिए ग्रेटफुल हो जाना. कुछ भी नहीं मिले, कुछ भी, जब लग रहा है कि जिंदगी में सब खत्म है. सो दैट्स व्हाई दिस ऑथर हैज ब्यूटीफुली सेड कि जो भी कुछ कर रहा है ना काम, जो भी ठीक है, उसके लिए ग्रेटिट्यूड एक्सप्रेस करना शुरू करो. सो वन फिंगर वाज वर्किंग, she thanked what was healthy and Hilly exhilarated with appreciation. उसे उसने appreciate किया, and that was. So this was the metaphor जिसने मेरे दिमाग में ना एक बस इम्प्रिंट कर दिया कुछ. ये पूरा चैप्टर बहुत वंडरफुल है. जब आप चैप्टर को रीड करोगे तो यू विल हैव अ डिफरेंट माइंडसेट, क्योंकि हर व्यक्ति जो है ना, एवरीबडी लुक्स एट द सिचुएशन इन हिज ओन वे. अभी कल भी हम बुक रीडिंग सेशन में थे तो हम बात कर रहे थे कि दूसरों के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू सुनना और भी इंटरेस्टिंग लगता है, क्योंकि हर पर्सन ने बुक को पढ़ा, वो डिफरेंट माइंडसेट के साथ पढ़ा, डिफरेंट एनर्जी के साथ पढ़ा. सो लिसनिंग टू ईच एंड एवरीबडीज एक्सपीरियंस इज रियली अ वंडरफुल थिंग. So gratitude has heaven. So this author Huxley talks about gratitude जो है वो अपने आप में एक heaven है, और किसी heaven की need ही नहीं है. We are in heaven if we are in gratitude. So it is not less than heaven. So gratitude heaven की बात की कि gratitude is present heaven. हम बाहर मरने के बाद हेवन की क्या बात करेंगे? अगर हम ग्रेटिट्यूड से भरे हैं, इफ वी हैव ग्रेटिट्यूड राइट नाउ इन आवर लाइफ, तो हम ऑलरेडी स्वर्ग में जी रहे हैं. बाहर के स्वर्ग की तलाश करने की जरूरत ही खत्म हो जाएगी. और हमने अभी एक ओलिवर सेट की ग्रेटिट्यूड एसेस पढ़ा था अभी मैंने, उसमें उसने बोला कि कैसे पर्सन ग्रेटिट्यूड एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर रहा, ग्रेटिट्यूड हो गया. और इसमें भी हर ऑथर ने तो ग्रेटिट्यूड पे इतना पढ़ा, और हर एक बंदे ने अपने ढंग से कैसे उसने ग्रेटिट्यूड को जिया, किया नहीं, जिया. हर पर्सन ने ग्रेटिट्यूड कैसे जिया, दे हैव शेयर्ड दैट थिंग. सो दैट इज ट्रूली एन इंस्पिरेशन कि ग्रेटिट्यूड एज हेवन, हाउ वंडरफुल इट इज. सो नॉट फ्यूचर हैप्पीनेस, द ऑथर इज नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट हियर इन द फ्यूचर हैप्पीनेस, ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट कि अभी है, पावर इज इन द प्रेजेंट. सो अवेयरनेस मेक्स लाइफ सेक्रेड. और ग्रेटिट्यूड, जैसे हम ग्रेटिट्यूड में रहना शुरू करते हैं तो अवेयरनेस बढ़ती है, और जब हम अवेयर होते हैं तो ग्रेटिट्यूड बढ़ता है. बोथ द थिंग्स आर वाइस वर्सा. दोनों एक दूसरे के साथ चल रही हैं. एक ही सिक्के के दो पहलू बोलेंगे कि ग्रेटिट्यूड है तो अवेयरनेस है, अवेयरनेस है तो ग्रेटिट्यूड. सो अभी नेक्स्ट चैप्टर पे चले. अभी मैं थोड़ा जल्दी जल्दी कर रही हूँ क्योंकि टाइम इज टिकिंग, हमें लास्ट में इसको सम अप भी करना है. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम पीडी. अदरवाइज बहुत कुछ है, मैं इस पे 2 घंटे लगातार बोल सकती हूँ. वो भी ना कि मुझे बोलते कि तुम और मैं जब आ जाए तो फिर बोलना हम बंद ही नहीं करते. तो ग्रेटिट्यूड इज अ वे ऑफ लिविंग. दिस ऑथर जिराल ब्यूटीफुली सेज कि ग्रेटिट्यूड इज अ वे ऑफ लिविंग. इसको जिंदगी जीने का ढंग बना दिया जाए. सो व्हाट इट विल ब्रिंग. अभी ग्रेटिट्यूड एज अ वे ऑफ लिविंग, हर चीज में ग्रेटिट्यूड, तो हमारे जीने का ढंग. तो ग्रेटिट्यूड इज नॉट अ वर्ड कि हमने थैंक यू बोला और ग्रेटिट्यूड हो गया. तो ऑथर ने इस चैप्टर में ब्यूटीफुली एक्सप्लेन किया कि कैसे वो पहले ग्रेटिट्यूड सिर्फ शब्दों में बोलते थे, और जब उन्होंने जिंदगी में रियल लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस उसे वे ऑफ लिविंग बनाया तो कैसे वो ग्रेटिट्यूड हो गए. सो इट इज वे ऑफ वॉकिंग, द वे यू वॉक. थैंक यू बिकम अ लाइफ स्टाइल. तो जैसे होता है ना लेविश लाइफ स्टाइल, वैसे ग्रेटिट्यूड भी एक लग्जरी है लाइफ की. इट बिकम्स योर लाइफ स्टाइल, लग्जूरियस लाइफ स्टाइल. आई वुड कॉल इट लग्जरी. ऑथर इज नॉट सेइंग, बट मैंने जो इसे फील किया कि दिस इज लग्जरी, बिकॉज आप ग्रेटफुल है ना हर चीज के लिए. और जब हम ग्रेटफुल हो गए तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो लाइफ लग्जूरियस हो गई, क्योंकि हमें फील हुआ कि हाउ मच अबंडेंट वी आर। सो थैंक यू बिकम्स अ लाइफ स्टाइल, दिस इज नॉट अ वर्ड। फिर उसके बाद में हम इन सब को, क्योंकि ग्रेटिट्यूड हमारी आइडेंटिटी बन गया, थैंक यू बिकम हमारा बन गया लाइफ स्टाइल। ये कोई इवेंट नहीं है कि एक बार आया और खत्म हो गया। नो, कि आज के दिन तो हम ग्रेटफुल रहेंगे कि जब हमारे साथ कुछ अच्छा हो रहा है, या हमें, वो उस बुक में पढ़ा था हमने, तो हमें चैलेंजेस के टाइम पे भी हमें ग्रेटफुल होना है। नो, वी हैव टू मेक इट लाइफ स्टाइल, हर चीज के लिए ग्रेट। आई नो कि शुरू में इट टेक्स एफर्ट, एफर्ट भी बहुत हमें कॉन्शियसली डालने पड़ते हैं, बट लेटर ऑन ग्रेजुअली इट बिकम्स आवर लाइफ, इट बिकम्स आवर हैबिट। अनकॉन्शियसली हम ग्रेटफुल रहना शुरू कर देते हैं। शुरू शुरू में छोटी छोटी चीजों से ग्रेटफुल होना शुरू कर सकते हैं हम, जैसे कि पानी पीना, खाना खाना, और जब हम उठते हैं अपने बिस्तर के लिए एटलीस्ट, जिसने हमें हेल्प की सारी रात सोने में। तो छोटे छोटे मोमेंट्स को पकड़ना शुरू करनी हूँ, जो दिस इज माई लाइफ स्टाइल की मैं इसको कैसे प्रैक्टिस में लाती हूँ। तो सब अपने अपने ढंग से लाएंगे। तो लेट्स कम टू लुइस हे का गोल्डन थ्रेड क्या कहता है। सो आई एम बिग फैन ऑफ लुइस हे, बिकॉज वो व्हाट शी सेज कि ग्रेटिट्यूड इज कॉन्टिन्यूस, ये कॉन्टिन्यूस है। ये कोई गोल नहीं है, ये स्टेट है। ग्रेटिट्यूड इज नॉट अ गोल, इट इज अ स्टेट, कि उसी में ही रहना है हमें थ्रू द टाइम, हर समय शुक्राने में। जब मैं अपनी बुजुर्गों को अपने घर में, जैसे अपनी दादी को या अपनी मदर इन लॉ को, तो जब भी खाना खाती थी ना, वो शुक्र किया करती थी। तो उस समय जब मैंने अपनी दादी को सुना कि जब वो अपने गुरु का नाम लेके और शुक्राना अदा करके, हाँ, ग्रेटिट्यूड के साथ खाना खाती थी, तो मेरी दादी घर से मैं बोलती क्या रहती है, मैं बहुत छोटी थी तो समझ नहीं थी इन सब बातों की। अभी समझ आती है कैसे उन्होंने ग्रेटिट्यूड को अपना लाइफ स्टाइल बनाया हुआ था। जब मेरी मदर इन लोगों को, जब वो मुझसे खाने की प्लेट लेती थी, तो शी यूज्ड टू एक्सप्रेस ग्रेटिट्यूड बिफोर टेकिंग फूड। सो So they have made the gratitude their lifestyle. So gratitude is continuous. This is not an event कि आज आई और कल खत्म। उसी तरह से रिपीटेड थैंकिंग, जब हम रिपीटेडली थैंक करते रहते हैं और दिल से आवाज आनी चाहिए उसकी। जब हम दिल से ग्रेटिट्यूड करते हैं तो हमारे माइंड की रीवायरिंग भी होनी शुरू हो जाती है। जो हमारे माइंड की वायरिंग्स हैं, कंप्लेन्स की, नेगेटिव देखने की, वो सब ऑटोमेटिकली रिवायर होना शुरू हो जाता है हमारा माइंड। सो दिस इज अ ब्यूटीफुल प्रैक्टिस एनीबडी कैन हैव इन देयर लाइफ। एंड जैसे कि माला होती है ना, एक और चैप्टर भी आया था, आई एम नॉट गेटिंग द नेम ऑफ द चैप्टर, जिसमें ऑथर ने रोजरी ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड की बात की, कि ही यूज्ड टू थैंक एट द एंड ऑफ द डे with like the rosary, he had a rosary, माला होती थी जिसे माला के मन के फेरते हैं। तो he used to thank one by one beat at a time, कि इस बंदे का थैंक यू, इस इवेंट का थैंक यू, इस पर्सन का थैंक यू, इस मतलब जो मुझे प्राप्त हुआ उसका थैंक यू। तो हर एक का माला फेरता था। दैट वाज अ वंडरफुल थिंग। अभी मैंने सोचा है कि एक माला लेके रखो अपने बेड के पास में, रात को मैं भी वही बस करके सोऊं। सो दैट वाज अ वंडरफुल प्रैक्टिस, कि कॉन्शियसली, तो ये क्या है, कॉन्शियस प्रैक्टिस उस लाइफस्टाइल को बनाने के लिए। हर लाइफस्टाइल को बनाने के लिए हमें कॉन्शियस प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ती है। तो ग्रैटिट्यूड को लाइफस्टाइल बनाने के लिए दिस इज सिंपल येट पावरफुल प्रैक्टिस। तो मुझे याद आता है कि हमारे घर में एक मेरी बुआ सास आया करती, तो वो बहुत ज्यादा माला फेरा करती। उनमें होता था, उनके गुरु ने उन्हें नाम दिया होता, तो शी यूज टू टेक स्पेंड 2 2 hours। हम पूछते थे बुआ जी खाना खा लो, अभी मेरी एक माला रह रही है, अभी मेरी 2 माला रह रही है, अभी मेरी 3 माला रह रही है। सो वो दिखता है कि कैसे वो लोग ग्रैटिट्यूड की प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं। वो नाम मंत्र, दीक्षा मंत्र, वो भी एक है ना कि वो अपने गुरु के लिए ग्रैटिट्यूड से भर रहे हैं, उनका नाम ले रहे हैं और ग्रैटिट्यूड से भर रहे हैं। तो भी उनके पीछे की लॉजिक समझ आते हैं। सो वो ऑथर ने जब रोजरी ऑफ ग्रैटिट्यूड बोला और उसको एक्सप्लेन किया उस चैप्टर में, So that was so मतलब uh, an eye-opening moment for me. The rosary of gratitude can be there. So a lot of things have been there in this chapter. So a must read. So one thank you, one beat. Rosary of gratitude, Mala Ferna. So gratitude is continuous. What I understood from this book, gratitude is continuous, not occasional. आज किया कल छुट्टी, कल किया परसों छुट्टी, रोज लिख के प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं। जब मुझे लगता है कि दिन में कुछ नहीं गया तो मुझे एक बुक याद आती है एंड सिंपली आई राइट थैंक यू फॉर मल्टीपल टाइम्स इन माय डायरी, माय जर्नलिंग डायरी। आई राइट थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू। कुछ नहीं है, टाइम नहीं है, तो इतना ही लिख दिया, दैट्स सफिशिएंट, दैट्स मोर देन इनफ। सो इट इज टू बी डन कॉन्टिन्यूस। छोटी 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 चीजों से शुरू कर सकते हैं एंड इस बुक को पढ़ो, आइडियाज मिलेंगे कि कैसे किया जाए। यू विल गेट लॉट ऑफ आइडियाज। इतने ऑथर्स ने लिखी, इतने ऑथर्स ने अपने एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किए। सो रिपीटेड थिंकिंग will rewire the mind if we keep on. So thank you universe for everything, for everything, because हम अभी इसका तो सभी स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो कि ग्रैटिट्यूड होता है तो हमारी लाइफ में क्या क्या आता है। we get grace, we get emotions, we get faith, we get forgiveness, not towards others, towards self also. क्योंकि सबसे ज्यादा क्रूअल हम अपने लिए हैं। दूसरों की गलतियां तो माफ कर लेते हैं किसी न किसी तरह, बट अपनी गलती माफ नहीं होती, क्योंकि हम तो रोल मॉडल है ना अपनी नजर में। सो जब हम ग्रेटफुल होते हैं तो ये सब बाई प्रोडक्ट है। सुजय, so one more author I would like to add on here, that is Joan J. Borsenko, a woman. I think this is repeated. Yes, Shakti Gavin. Because gratitude is in good times. Real growth happens in difficult times. जब बुरा टाइम होता है तो उस समय कैसे ग्रैटिट्यूड किया जाए, और अगर उस समय हमने ग्रैटिट्यूड करना सीख गया तो हम काम रहेंगे, ऑटोमेटिकली काम रहेंगे, और वी विल लर्न टू रिस्पॉन्ड, नॉट टू रिएक्ट इन द ओल्ड सिचुएशंस। सो दैट विल ब्रिंग द शिफ्ट, प्लस they will heal the crisis. So gratitude as a way of living. Gratitude, I think this is the repeated. So what are my takeaways? Hang what is working, trust difficult phases, repeat gratitude daily, what I have started. And gratitude does not change life, it changes how we live life. क्योंकि जिंदगी में कुछ नहीं परिवर्तन आएगा, परंतु हमारा जीने का ढंग बदलेगा। It will become our lifestyle. It will become the way we live, the way we look at the life. It will bring all those things that is required to live a luxury life. Luxury is not about getting cars, getting good costly phones or gadgets. No, it is not about getting good quality or branded clothing. It is about being happy with whatever we have. And if we are happy, if we are grateful, we are automatically happy. So that becomes our lifestyle. So just माला फेरनी शुरू करें ग्रैटिट्यूड की। दैट इज अ कॉमन लर्निंग फॉर ऑल एंड फॉर मी फ्रॉम दिस बुक की वन थैंकफुल थॉट, वन बीड ऑफ द रोजरी। एंड ऑल ऑथर्स एग्री ओवर दिस की कंसिस्टेंसी क्रिएट्स ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन। जितने भी ऑथर्स थे सब ने कंसिस्टेंसी पे कहा कि बी कंसिस्टेंट विद द ग्रेटिट्यूड। जनरली क्या करते हैं कि हमने आज 28 दिन मैजिक बुक उठाई, 28 दिन तो हमने ग्रेटिट्यूड किया, उसके बाद टाटा बाय बाय एंड फिर वहीं के वही ढाक के 3 पाठ। So just being consistent over that. So what we thank repeatedly, we strengthen that. Wherever attention goes, energy flows. जब हम कॉन्शियसली अपनी अटेंशन को उन चीजों पे डालते हैं जिनके लिए हम ग्रेटफुल हैं, तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो लाइफ में स्ट्रेंथन होना शुरू होती है। सो 1 minute guided gratitude that I have settled down for me, I am just sharing with all of you. And one more beautiful meditation we have done in one of the chapter. I will share that screenshot because time is not permitting, otherwise I would have taken, because मैं बोलूं और गाइडेड मेडिटेशन नहीं कराऊं तो मुझे थोड़ा इनकम्प्लीट लगता है, फिर वो थोड़ा लेंथी है कि जब हम दुनिया में आए तो कैसे हमारा स्वागत हो। आई विल शेयर विद ऑल ऑफ यू इफ यू से, आई विल श्योरली शेयर। दैट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल हार्ट टचिंग प्रैक्टिस मतलब आपका जिंदगी के लिए पर्सपेक्टिव बदल जाएगा। जितनी शिकायतें हैं उतनी ही गिर जाएंगी। वो इतनी सुंदर प्रैक्टिस है। सो 1 मिनट गाइडेड ग्रेटिट्यूड प्रैक्टिस व्हाट आई हैव की मैं आई सिट कंफर्टेबली यू कैन डू इट राइट नाउ इफ यू क्लोज योर आईज straighten your back for 1 minute we will do because time is not permitting, so please sit comfortably, close your eyes, take a long deep breath, inhale and exhale once again, inhale and exhale, and now with this breath we thank you for the ingoing breath and outgoing breath, and bring attention to one thing that is working in your life जो बहुत अच्छी चल रही है उस पर ध्यान लेकर जाए। अगर कुछ नहीं समझ आए तो जस्ट सिंपली बी ग्रेटफुल दैट यू आर अलाइव। आप जिंदा हैं, आप इस सुंदर दुनिया को देख पा रहे हैं। जस्ट पिक वन थिंग, कुछ भी हो सकता है, और इसे एक्सपैंड होने दें। लेट इट एक्सपैंड। नाउ gradually open your eyes and carry this feeling with you. Just joining your hands. Thank to the universe. Thank you, universe, for this grace, for this gift. Thank you. Now, rubbing your hands, you can open your eyes. I hope you all would have looked for the beautiful things and the thing that you are grateful for, and just carry that feeling along with you. And I will surely sharing the practice that really touched me. वो था मदर वूम से। आई विल शेयर दैट, मतलब वो बताने की नहीं है, आई विल शेयर एंड डू दैट प्रैक्टिस। आई विल श्योरली शेयर वेरी सून। थैंक यू सो मच। That was, I try to compile up all the things of this book, means which touched me more. Otherwise, as I said in the beginning, कि इसको मैं पूरा explain करने लगूं, so it will take many sessions. Yet I try to complete all the beautiful learnings I have taken from this book. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sanjana, for this wonderful session. I too have read this book and shared. It was really marvelous. I'm having the
Yeah.
goosebumps.
Thank you, Rajeshwari. And it is must read. We all should read. When Basu just talked to me कि कौन सी बुक पढ़े, मैंने कहा पहले gratitude पे पढ़ेंगे book. Although I was practicing gratitude before that, but this gave me a different mindset. तो वो तो हर एक की उनकी लाइफ के एक्सपीरियंस हैं, बिल्कुल उनकी लाइफ के, मतलब जो उन्होंने जिया, तो उनको पढ़ के एक डिफरेंट आपको माइंडसेट मिलता है। तो मैंने सोचा कि चलो इसको, एंड वासु सेड ओके लेट्स रीड दिस बुक। That was, I am really grateful to Vasu for selecting this book. It was a beautiful. Thank you so much. Yes,
Thank you,
Rosalie.
Sanjana, for your great practice and the people you have brought in today. I think 7 or 8 people who are not part of FELD are also attended the session with you. Thank you for that. And the best part that I liked in this book was in the beginning introduction, wherein Lucy Hay says that when you give a gift to someone and they don't accept it with that, okay, thank you for giving the gift. then you will not like to give a gift to the person again. So what she says that universe is the other person who is giving the gift, and if you are not giving back gratitude, then it will say इसको फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला मैं क्यों दूंगा. It will say why should I give it to you when you are not having any importance or greatness of gratefulness of what is received. So that way the author has told during the sessions, and if you see the book is written by all gratitude owners and the kind of experiences they have gone through. Like it is said by Kabir also कि सुख में सुमिरन सब करे, दुख में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में करे न कोई, जो सुख में सुमिरन करे दुख काहे का होए. So if you are remembering the person, the God in problem, then it's okay. But if you are doing it in the good times, then the bad times will not come to you at all. So that's what gratitude also through this book is being told. So nowadays I am looking into things. I see something, then I am getting connected to something either from a Hindi author or a Telugu author or the great Bhagavad Gita. घुमा फिरा के हम वहीं पे पहुंच जाते हैं. So
Right.
many things are there, but when it comes with new language, new things, then we feel the greatness of that.
Exactly.
Beautiful
You're
book.
absolutely right.
Thank you so much.
Actually, that means that is a recall, repetition, and जैसे हम रिवीजन कराते हैं ना बच्चों को, ये सब बुक्स पढ़ने से उन सब की रिवीजन हो जाती है और फिर से वो रिकॉल होती हैं एंड वी जस्ट बिकम मोर फोकस्ड ऑन प्रैक्टिसिंग दोस. अभी ग्रेटिट्यूड की प्रैक्टिस आई थिंक हम
Correct.
सब कर रहे हैं, बट जब इस बुक को पढ़ा तो दैट वाज काइंड ऑफ रिवीजन की व्हाट डू वी हैव जस्ट टू वी हैव टू पे अटेंशन व्हाट वी आर ऑलरेडी हैविंग. अदरवाइज लाइफ की भागदौड़ में हम भूल जाते हैं कि हमारे पास बहुत कुछ है. एंड जब इन सब बुक्स
True.
को पढ़ते हैं, ऐसे लोगों में बैठते हैं, बिकॉज वी आर द एवरेज ऑफ 5 people अराउंड अस, जब हम इन सब लोगों में रहते हैं, ऐसी बुक्स पढ़ते हैं, तो दैट 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 इज थॉट प्रोवोकिंग कि वी हैव टू लिव अ लाइफ दैट इज फुल ऑफ ग्रैटिट्यूड.
Correct.
Thank you so much, everyone who have shared their motivation and thought-provoking appreciation in the chat box. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining and making this session so wonderful. Thank you so much once again.
May I?
Yeah, please.
संजना जी, you are a very good orator. आप जब बात करते हो ना, people do get carried away and you hold the people to listen to you. So that's a great thing which I always appreciate.
Thank you.
I would always like to listen, and
Thank you
it
so
was a
much.
very great session. So yeah, again, gratitude to your gratitude.
Thank you.
I really loved it. What I would like to add from my perspective, because I accept everything what you have told, the way you have carried away, tried to in short time give all so much of information, and still you are ready to talk for another 2 hours and share more things. So that's my gratitude to you. And now my gratitude is to, as you said, we are reading all these books. And the one thing which I liked that what you told in the last now is कि हम जो ये books पढ़ते हैं, हम we are already aware about the things, but only to our internal things again it knocks and says that अरे यार मैं हूँ. तो हम लोग कुछ एक मैकेनिकली ऑटोमेटिकली कर रहे हैं. जब ये पढ़ते हैं तो वो नॉक करके कॉन्शियस लेवल में आ जाता है, तब उसका इफेक्ट बहुत बढ़ता है. तो ये बात मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी, बिकॉज इवन इट रिफ्लेक्ट्स मी इन द सेम वे. So thanks for that too, because this is the forum where like-minded come with such kind of thoughts. Usually such platforms are really not easily available everywhere in everybody's life.
Absolutely
so
right.
this is very nice that different profession but common hobby and common mindset is this. And one more thing what I would like is, अगर ये मैं जाके अपने अभी ये नेक्स्ट जनरेशन लोगों को पढ़ाना कंपलसरी, यानी कि करिकुलम में कंपलसरी हो जाता है. हमारे जनरेशन लोगों में ये एक ट्रांजिशन फेज था कि हमको
हम्म
अवेयरनेस में आना है। लेकिन
हम्म
उससे पहले जनरेशन लोग, जहाँ हम दादी नानी वो लोगों को देखते हैं पेरेंट्स में,
हम्म
कि उनको ये रिचुअल और रिलीजियस रिचुअल जो दे प्रैक्टिस एवरी मोमेंट।
हम्म
आज भी हम लोग जब भी कुछ करते हैं तो बोलते हैं
हम्म
कृष्णार्पण मस्तु, कृष्ण यानी
हम्म
भगवान को अर्पण करते हैं, अर्पण मस्तु में।
हम्म
तो इवन एट द एंड ऑफ अ डे वी डू कृष्णार्पण मस्तु, जो हम बोलते हैं संकल्प कि हाँ मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, प्लीज गिव मी परमिशन। देन
हम्म
करने के बाद समर्पण, कृष्णार्पण मस्तु। तो ये है जो होता है डेली के जो श्लोक होते हैं, उठते ही
हम्म
बोलते हैं कराग्रे वसते लक्ष्मी, कर मध्य सरस्वती, कर मूले सिद्धे गौरी, प्रभाते कर दर्शन। आंख खोलते हैं अपने हाथ में भगवान को देखते हैं। जब
हम्म
पैर नीचे छूते हैं, समुद्र मथने देवी पर्वत सत्न वंदिते, विष्णु पत्नी नमोस्तुभ्यम पाद स्पर्शम क्षमस्विनी, मैं अपने पाद आपके पे रख रही हूँ, मुझे क्षमा कर दो। तो ऐसे हर एक स्नान करने जाते हैं, गंगा यमुना सरस्वती सब का भी लेते हैं। सो देर इज अ gratitude as a shlok which is being recited by our elders for everything. अग्नि, जब
True.
खाना बनाते हैं अग्नि को, पानी पीते हैं, एवरी एक्ट एवरी मोमेंट है। So I have learned few things. My gratitude to all those elders people. कि that moment you are giving gratitude to everything, and end of a day, आजकल ये जर्नलिंग वो सब है, लेकिन इट इज बीन देयर इन आवर कल्चर। हम भूल गए, बस अवेयरनेस में
बिल्कुल
आ
ठीक
जाए
है,
कर देंगे बस। थैंक यू।
बिल्कुल, yeah, exactly. And keeping these things in my mind, मेरे स्कूल में हर बच्चे के लिए मेडिटेशन करना कंपलसरी है। वी हैव मोर देन 650 स्टूडेंट्स इन माय स्कूल, एंड इवन नर्सरी क्लास से लेकर 10th स्टैंडर्ड तक स्कूल है। एंड उसमें हर बच्चे के लिए मेडिटेशन कंपलसरी है, और हर मंथ जो है थीम रखते हैं कि इस मंथ इस थीम पे, लाइक ये मंथ जो डेडिकेटेड है वो ग्रैटिट्यूड प्रैक्टिस पे ही डेडिकेटेड है। तो दैट इज ब्रिंगिंग अ लॉट ऑफ चेंज इन देयर माइंडसेट। बच्चों का पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू वो सब चेंज हो रहा है, तो उनकी लैंग्वेज में हम करा रहे हैं, क्योंकि अभी बच्चों को श्लोक से, और ये क्योंकि फैमिली इज ऑल्सो एन इम्पोर्टेंट
यस
रोल
आई
प्लेयर,
टोल्ड।
तो हम जो स्कूल लेवल पे कर सकते हैं वो हम कर
Yes,
रहे
see
हैं।
here, we can take into consideration the concept and we told them the common language which is being accepted.
यस यस
So
यस,
I also I would like to add one thing. Whenever I get resistances कि मुझे आगे का कोई पर्सन पसंद नहीं आए या कुछ सिचुएशन अच्छा नहीं लगे एंड मुझ में रेसिस्टेंस आ गए, द फर्स्ट थिंग इज आई ट्राई टू गेट द ग्रेटिट्यूड। उसने
यस,
मुझे हेल्प किया, लेट इट बी गुड और बैड, बट आई एम इट इज
बिल्कुल।
हेल्पिंग मी टू गेट द रिजिलियंस। सो एक्चुअली ये बोलते हैं जब आपको बहुत गुस्सा आए तो क्या करते हो, ब्रीथिंग वो सब। मैं तो पहले ग्रेटिट्यूड को लेती हूँ, तो इट इज डिफिकल्ट बट still to get grounded, that is very helpful. On practice obviously one will can cultivate it. Thank
या,
you.
थैंक यू मंजुलता। मिलिंद जी, you want to share something?
Yeah, very, very quick this thing. Thank you, Manjulata, for your sharing. And Sanjana ji, just want to add for information for all the people here who are maybe new and all that. Pinaki's YouTube channel and Sanjana ji's YouTube channel is with me for last 1.5 year. These are the channels where you can jump any particular time of the day and get the nuggets from here. Like the Mirror Work 21 day series, the two playlists are every day for me, where I learn actually the mirror work. The three books which Vasudevji shared last December for read. This is one of the book from there. The yesterday only, Sanjana, you changed something in me when you said that the Oliver Slack. We both read the books out together, but you mentioned that um, he actually become a gratitude. That word changed me, saying that okay, that means I need to read that book again. In that perspective, how to become gratitude, this thing. So I really loved you to today's session. Your sessions are like meditative for me. So I do follow your YouTube channel. In
Thank
one
you.
of the Tuesday session, Pinaki explained us saying that watch the all the things around us. Okay, and each and every element you will see the money there. So I start watching here and there, and I found, oh yes, it is like, it is namak or the salt in this thing. You can't see it. The whole test is because of that. So this is how you need to respect the money. And it just connected with today's session, that exactly the same thing with gratitude. Every starting from the breath you mentioned, we need to feel gratitude. Only one thing which I want to add, like the today's book, you explain experience of different people. Okay, just thought on that, like Buddha is an enlightened person. Yeah, we follow the Buddha for meditation. Okay, and Osho and all those this thing. Again, this is Osho's thought, not mine. When you see all these big people, Steve Jobs and all that, when we read that, this is their experience. you know we get inspired by it, but it's still their experience. It is not our experience. So only thing which is the word which Pinaki gave in 22-25 is action, implementation. Just do it. Okay, and get that inside you. You feel that gratitude inside you, you will get the results. I'll just share a very quick one. In Bikachi club I joined, we do practice there. Whenever I get receipt, I ask for the receipt. Whenever I purchase something, I ask for the receipt. On the receipt, other end of this thing is a blank. Yeah, in the first page you get the values, etc., but the other side is blank. Okay, ask for that receipt, take it and write thank you on it. Okay, I'm doing that for last 1.5 year. Okay, okay, it is tremendous exercise. When you feel gratitude for each and every transactions. Okay, I can't explain you how much money I saved after that, saying thank you. Again, I
Wow,
got that
that's great.
information from Happy Money. I'm just sharing this thing that it is helping me.
This is
It is saving a lakhs of money for me. And thanks to this group, as Manjula madam said, it is very rare to get this type of thinking, masterminds coming together on this thing and sharing. Like Rajkumar sir said about the thoughts, how to stop thinking. And immediately you come, okay, I stop my thinking. What next? Your session came in. Feel gratitude. So all those automatically, all those points get connected, and
wow.
your
So
Friday gets
beautifully you have
this thing.
connected. Keep
Absolutely.
thinking,
And
रुक गई
then,
तो क्या
yeah,
करो?
if you're finding difficult to stop your thought, just go take a breath and just start feeling gratitude. So this is the magic of this particular group. So, and thanks everyone adding, like Manjula, they always come with shlokas and all that, which real this thing. And my mala is ready with me.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah,
great.
I keep it with me. Yeah. So
Thank you.
thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you very much. Awesome session.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah.
So, Venkat, you want to say something?
Hi,
Milind,
hi, Sanjana.
yes,
So,
please. Yeah, hi.
Venkat here, probably I used to do the master NLP practitioner with you guys, right? So, just wanted to actually, so it was a wonderful session, and I've been
Thank
part of
you.
this group for I don't know, a few years, but I never been. This is my first session attending this event, like on Friday evenings. I was part of the group, WhatsApp group, but I never was active. So yeah, it was a wonderful session. I wanted to add one thing, but I practice gratitude for the last 7, 8 years. And there is one research by the Berkeley University. They maintain something called Greater Good. I'll share the links in the group. What they say is gratitude. Sometimes when we say, "Oh, thanks for the good food today," and so when it is very repetitive, then our mind clearly says that, okay, this is a normal thing only, right? Sometimes, as per the research, they say that at least weekly, twice or thrice. But if you can be very specific and very detailed about that particular incident, it has a even more better impact, right? So I will share the link that has what are the other things that you can follow. These are the steps if you follow, then it will be better. So this is based on the research, whatever they have done by Berkeley University. So I will share that. So I'll just add that point. But after a long time hearing to your speech, it was pretty good. So thank you so much. And yeah, I'm very much grateful.
Thank you so much, Venkat ji. Thank you. So, I think, thank you so much.
Yes,
Okay,
thank you, Sanjana, for that
thank you.
detailed information and that. And yes, I have gone through the greater good, Venkat. I had it as a part of my curriculum during my days in ITC, the greater good, and
Oh,
I
okay.
had a
Nice.
course called as the happiness at work. The Secrets of Happiness at Work. I have done that course, and it is very inspiring. The kind of
Yeah.
happiness you can get at work through doing good things. So many of my team, FELD team here might have listened to me so many times saying my boss used to say like this. One of my boss said like this, because when we are listening to our bosses, we listen to them with a lot of attention and care. So that becomes like in what we call in Telugu as Vedavakyam. It gets imprinted inside, it becomes a part engraved inside. So for me, it has been one such thing. And that happiness from Greater Good University, that uh, course is very interesting. It tells you from where to get happiness at work. Because
Hmm.
nowadays we see so many things. One important aspect that one of my operator told me, because we work at a paper factory and we have quarters within our factory. So one day I was saying, you are easy, it's your work, you are come in the duty, you will wait for a work for 8 hours and go home. We are coming in the night also for you people, all that I told him. Then he said to me that day, sir, you people have been given quarter, you people have been given home near to the factory. You are actually paid for 24 hours. It's the company greatness that it allows you to go home for 16 hours. So you should be grateful to the company so that you are able to sleep for 8 hours. And that had a real impact for me. So he did not take it as a bad part of it when we called him that there is some issue coming up and all that. He gave me the other perspective of that. From that time when this COVID started and people started working, thinking that work from home, from that time I say that you people have started working from home from the last 10 years. We have been living at office from our last 25 years. So this is how the factories work, and that is how happiness is getting generated during the work. And that will be the thought that I feel always, because Pinaki has visited my plant and some other people have seen me at Triveni plant also. We have the quarters are part of the factory. You will not be able to make the distinction between the factory and the colony, and we live together with that. So whenever I feel that I am spending so much time in the factory, I just remember that the line by Nageshwar Rao used to say, आपका तो काम नहीं, आपको तो कंपनी 24 घंटे का पगार दे रही है, काम तो कर रहे हो 8 घंटे के लिए. So this is how we can get happiness differently, and that also gives the gratitude. So thank you for sharing that greater good part. And we will be picking up a new book in the coming days. It would be something on the line that we are already doing, deep work kind of thing. So I will be sharing which book we will be starting. And today, when I was interacting with one of our person, I will see whether the person is there in line today. I think okay. So share tablet. So with that, I will like to share that we have this session from morning 5:30 a.m. to 6:02 or 6:10. You can leave by 6 o'clock in most of the cases. You can continue if you want to discuss something further. We start at early morning 5:30, and when the second person comes, we start reading the book. So it's very important that you reach on time. If you are not coming on time, it is only your loss. We are not going to lose anything. So we start at exact time at 5:30 when the second person drops in. And by 6 o'clock, we will close reading, and then we will discuss the book for 10 minutes. And 6:10 or 6:20, we close most of the time 6:10, we close the session. So we will be picking up the next book from the new month, that is 1st February. So I will be sharing the book name, the book file, and all that. So those who are interested can join that and utilize this. It will give a double benefit. Those people who are not waking up before 5:30, they will add 30 minutes of life to themselves. So when you are not sleeping, you are doing something. And one important line in deep work that I learned today, it is about not allowing the vacuum to suck yourself and get distracted. So when you don't have a vacuum, then you will not get sucked. So this is what the deep work also says, that you decide what you want to do, and then your time will get filled. If you don't know what to do, then your time will get distracted. You will be attracted to distractions. So that you can do. So that example I always give. If you are opening a jackfruit, fanas pandu as we call it, fanas in Marathi, or कटहल बोलते हैं जिसको हिंदी में. If you are trying to open that, your hands become sticky. To avoid that, you keep oil on your hands and then you remove that. So that's what Adi Shankaracharya also told, that if you fill your mind with the thoughts of God, then bad thoughts won't come to you. And that's what we have also learned today from both the books, that if you fill yourself with gratitude, or if you are filling it with good thoughts, then the bad thoughts, but your thinking will become good. So with this, let us close the session for today. It's 9:20. Thank you for staying extended for the day. Thank you all.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
everyone.
everyone. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Bye-bye. Good
Again,
night.
bye-bye.
Thank you.
Have a
Good
grateful
night.
night. Have a grateful night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Gratitude to all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Closing the session for all.